Hi Pisces, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. I hope you're doing really well. I do want to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Pisces out there. So guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Remember, the energies may reverse. So if it's resonating, Pisces, you get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Pisces? Pisces. All right, Pisces, you're starting out with the Three of Cups reversed. You have the Four of Swords reversed, and you have the Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay. So I do feel like there is somebody here that you were not very happy with. It looks like there is some communication. There's definitely been a lot of healing. I do feel like this person hurt you deeply, and you were kind of bound in that pain for some time. But with the Ace of Cups, this is showing me that there's a new beginning that you have in love. Now, who that is, we'll have to see. Because it almost appears that you've been isolating. So I don't know if somebody came and found you at your workplace or found you sitting on your couch. I don't know. But you're definitely conversing with somebody, and there's this new beginning in love. I'm also seeing that you've been pouring a lot of love in yourself during this time when you haven't been very social. So let's see who's in your energy. You've done a lot of healing. You've been pouring a lot of love into yourself. I like that for you. You're coming out of a feeling of restriction. You're coming out of a feeling where you were very hurt. I'm definitely getting that in some sort of a previous relationship, you felt as if you couldn't say what you wanted to say, or there would be a very bad consequence for you, a painful consequence. Let me see who is in your energy. Show me who is in Pisces energy. All right, the person in your energy has the Six of Wands, the Five of Wands reversed, and the Hierophant. So this could be somebody here from your past that you thought you were never going to reconcile with. I will say that this person definitely wants to successfully resolve conflicts with you. You've been healing. I feel like you were kind of bound in pain for a while. So this person wants to resolve those conflicts. They want to have success with you. And with the Hierophant, this is indicating they want commitment here. This person could be in counseling as well. I do feel like this is also somebody who could be in the public eye for some of you. So let me see the energy between Pisces and this person. Show me the inner, thank you. Page of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, this person, you may not have been talking to this person, or you may, actually this is current energy, you may still not be talking to this person. You may feel like it's just impossible for this to ever come back together. You've been over here healing yourself. But, so there's a lack of communication, or at least a lack of truthful communication. It's almost like you're saying to me, Pisces, I'm moving on. But this person doesn't want to move on. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Let me see. Show me what's affecting this connection. You were unhappy because you feel like this person wasn't truthful with you. You may feel that this person either omitted facts or they directly lied. So what's affecting the connection is you love each other, the King of Cups. That's a deep, deep love that's here between the two of you. This is why it hurt you so badly. Yeah, there's a deep love here. That's what's affecting this. Let me see. I'm hearing all-encompassing love. So your outcome, we have the King of Coins and we have the Page of Cups. This person may even apologize to you for past actions. But for others of you, they're going to reach out. They're reaching out because they want to bring this back together. They feel that this could grow. I'm seeing something about either pregnancy or children for some of you. But yeah, it looks like King of Coins, there's a stability. There's stability coming into this. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Also could be another Pisces like yourself, Scorpio, or Cancer energy. So yeah, something that you thought was never going to come back to life. You're not even talking to this person. They're coming in. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands in the reverse, and this is why they're coming in. They're coming in to resolve the problems, to resolve the conflicts with you. So let's clarify your reading. Because I feel like you've been over here, Pisces, on your own, just pouring that love into yourself and healing, you know? I feel like a lot of you haven't even been really dating. You've kind of been, you know, isolating a little bit as you heal. So let's clarify. Spirit wants the Three of Cups in reverse for Pisces. Okay, so we have the Fool, we have the Five of Swords, and we have the Queen of Wands. So there may have been an argument about somebody else, about a third party. And again, I'm getting that energy of you basically saying, this is never coming back together. There's not going to be a new beginning. I don't want to risk, you know, that. I don't want to risk getting involved with somebody who plays mind games, who brings in third parties. I feel like you're in a glow-up energy yourself. There's definitely been conflict here between the two of you. They're going to want to resolve that. Let me see the Four of Swords reversed. And I know a lot of you are saying, I don't know what you're talking about because I'm not even talking to that person. Well, they're going to reach out to you. I guess it'll be your decision at that point. Why is the Four of Swords in reverse? All right, we have the Four of Cups reversed. And we have the King of Wands. You're balancing out your energies here, your masculine and your feminine energies. There is love here, and you still think about this person, but I feel like your energy has gone into healing. You felt very constricted in pain for quite some time, and now you're freeing yourself from that, and you're doing it on your own volition. You're doing it by balancing out your energies here. So I do think that you feel that this person treated you disrespectfully. You feel like they didn't recognize what you were bringing to the table. There was a lot of instability and a lot of conflict in this relationship. So you've been over here just healing and doing your thing. Let me see this Ace of Cups. All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Four of Swords again. So you have the Four of Swords reversed twice. So what's going to be discussed? Well, it's going to be discussed whether or not the two of you can work this out, whether or not there can actually be a new beginning, and what would that look like? Is it going to be something that, you know, is stable? Is it going to be something that can actually, you can grow together? So yeah, there's going to be a discussion. And I know a lot of you are saying, look, I'm not even talking to this person, but they're going to approach you. Right now, things are stuck. You're pouring that love into yourself. As far as a new beginning, you don't see it happening. It's stuck. It's not moving forward, not even slowly, but that's what's going to be discussed. Let's look at their energy. Show me the Six of Wands. Show me the Six of Wands for the person in Pisces energy. Yeah, they're reaching out. Page of Wands. Why? Five of Coins in the reverse. Because they want to bring this back together. They want to reunite with you. They realize that they lost the best thing. So they're trying to come back in. They're going to likely come back in a very small, like maybe text you. It could be very flirtatious. But this person is trying to figure out, you know, are you open to this? Let me see. This person could be younger than you, or they could be somebody that's just a little more immature than you are. Let me see the Five of Wands reversed. I do believe that during your time apart or time not talking, this person had somebody new in their energy, but that person's no longer there. Five of Cups reversed. and the 8 of Wands. Have you blocked this person, Pisces? Because this is showing me that this person is blocked. They want to resolve the conflict. They're in love with you, but they feel like you don't love them, that you block them. So I feel like they're going to reach out, and a lot of you have blocked them in some form. Either you physically block them, like on your phone or your social media, or, you know, there's just an emotional blockage here. And it's going to make them really sad when they reach out and you basically slap them down by not responding or it not going through. It's going to make them very sad. And they're going to be like, well, does Pisces still love me? Why is the Hierophant here? Show me the Hierophant for the person in Pisces energy. The Star card reversed. And the Page of Cups reversed. Yeah, they want a commitment with you now. Their life is topsy-turvy. And when you basically block them or don't respond to them, they're feeling very rejected. They're feeling like they're trying to come in. They're trying to open the door. They're trying to possibly apologize or flirt with you. And when that gets blocked in some form or another, that's going to cause their emotions to be all over the place. Yeah, wow. Okay, so let's see the Page of Swords. Show me the Page of Swords. Show me the energy between Pisces and this person. All right, we have the Strength card. Oh, it took a lot of courage for them to even approach you. And then, all right, so we have the Strength card, possibly Leo energy. I'm seeing Aquarian energy as well. And then we have the 7 of Wands reversed. So, yeah, this person left you feeling very powerless. I feel like it took a lot for you to kind of get yourself back together here, which you have, because you're in a glow up, so that's good, but it took a lot. And I feel like you feel that these problems, these, you know, conflicts, all of this, I feel like you think it's never going to get resolved. And so why even approach it? Yeah, you're just kind of blocking them. You may even feel like this person is narcissistic or has narcissistic tendencies. Meanwhile, they're over here saying, oh my gosh, I really do want my Pisces back. It looks like there was something they were engaged in with someone new that didn't work out. So, and they have actually, I will be honest with you, they've been working on themselves. And you don't know that. Let me see this King of Cups. I do feel like if you realize that they have been working on themselves, that you will try to resolve the conflict, but there's a part of you right now that's like, it's just never going to work out. This person's too narcissistic. There's, you know, they play mind games and I don't want to do that. Show me the King of Cups. You're attracted to them though. You're definitely attracted to them. All right, so we have the 6 of Coins reverse, and we have the 10 of Coins. So yeah, you love this person, but I feel like they breadcrumbed you, or it was unbalanced. There was a lot of passion, but it looks like it was unbalanced in other areas of your life, especially with regard to feelings and emotions. So you're looking at this and saying, you know, the only way for me to resolve this is just to not have anything to do with this person and to heal myself. And so I do see that you feel that it's just too unbalanced, that they took you for granted. You think about them, you do love them, but that you're saying that's not enough. That's not enough. Now, 10 of Coins, this person is definitely wanting to balance things out with you. They feel like the two of you can work things out. And that because they do love you, they've realized how much they love you. And they are saying, you know, we could have it all. And then they get blocked. Because it took a lot for them to reach out to you. And there's this like, boom. And then they're like all sad. And like thinking that you don't love them, but you do. You just don't want the imbalance. All right, let me look at your outcome. Show me the outcome for Pisces. Show me the outcome for Pisces. There's that King of Cups again. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands and we have the Eight of Cups. All right, so there's a lot that's going to have to be worked out. I don't necessarily see this coming back together by the end of the week. What I see is that in some form or another, I feel like you're going to realize that they did reach out. You're going to, and they're feeling all shut down and hurt over here. And I feel like then you're going to reach out to them. Why? Well, because you both still do love each other. Now, I like that you've stepped into your power. You've done this healing. You've freed yourself from this pain. And I do feel like you are open to talking to them about a new beginning, but you're not past what has taken place here. And so you're basically saying, okay, I will talk to you about this, but look, there are certain things that I need to see. I need to see you sharing your feelings and your emotions. And we need to talk about, you know, some player activity that happened here where you would come in and then leave just as quickly. The inconsistencies that were here. So you want to talk to this person about it. You're saying, I am going to require stability in this connection, something that is actually going to grow. They're going to respond to you by telling you, you know, I thought you had given up on me. I was, you know, trying to walk away from this, but honestly, I am sorry for what I've done here in the past. I do love you. I feel somehow tied to you. I feel like, you know, you are my person. I want a commitment with you. I want something stable with you. I love you. But they also feel like, you know, they want to talk to you about walking away. They feel like you walked away from them. Yeah. And I feel like you probably did because they were not being the person that you know, had hoped that they would be. It looks like there was a lot of inconsistency, some narcissistic energy. So I know as I'm giving you this reading, you're probably looking at this and saying, I haven't heard from them in a while. I've moved on. But I'm telling you, this person is going to reach out. They're going to get shut down. So if you've got them blocked and you don't want to talk to them, keep them blocked. And this is maybe not completely your reading, other than the fact that I know they're going to reach out. But if you want to talk to this person, you need to unblock them because they do have some things that, you know, they want to talk to you about. They've gone through some changes. They want to also, and they've been working on themselves, and they want to create changes in this connection. So when they hear back from you, it's going to make their day, honestly. This person is in love with you, and you still have love for them as well. So, you know, if you want to work it out, that possibility is going to be there, okay? And that's what they want. So bottom of the deck is the Tower. So you're going to have a Tower moment when you do hear from this person. Remember me when you do, because I'm telling you, I feel like a lot of you are saying, I won't hear from them. I haven't talked to them in forever. All right, and it'll cause a Tower moment, but not all Tower moments are bad. It just is an upheaval. It's shaking up what you thought things were going to be like, and this will definitely be a shakeup for you. And I will say that this person is thinking long-term now, and I do feel like they've learned some pretty harsh lessons. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card. We'll see if there's any advice for you, Pisces. Advice for Pisces. There it is. All right, Pisces, you have number 35, and this is called education. So let's read that. Life is filled with lessons. Be teachable. Wisdom comes from participating in life, not just reading about it. This card suggests that you might not have enough knowledge about what you seek, the direction to take, your circumstances, or the nature of your inquiry. Important information is coming. I'll say it is. Now is the time to go to school. Ask a person who might know more than you do, or find a teacher or a course of study so that you can more clearly understand what the next right action must be. Sometimes life unexpectedly sends you to an unfamiliar school, and you must learn by experience. Now is a time to be teachable, open to changing your preconceived notions. Be a student and be willing to state the most powerful mantra of all: I don't know yet. So I feel like you're going to find out some things when this person does, you do actually sit down and just begin to work this out. So I hope this has been helpful. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Also, hype the video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Pisces, know that you are loved, and namaste.